Hey guys, Coach Andre here, and I am just in awe of the things that God will do in our lives, in my life. And I'm just kind of beside myself at the moment because I realize that when you decide to do something new or something you've never done before, you begin to learn things about yourself that you didn't realize, or maybe you did realize before and you worked on it a little bit. And as you start to do this new thing, it helps you see that you need to go a little bit deeper into that thing that you've already worked on in your life. And that's where I'm at right now, is I've realized that there's something that I've been dealing with and working through for many years, a couple of decades, 2-3 decades now. And God's brought me to a point where He wants me to go deeper. I'm wondering, are you experiencing troubles and setbacks and everything like that? Have you considered the fact that maybe He's trying to tell you that there's something that you've already worked on before that He wants you to go deeper on, because there's something more through that He wants to do in your life? I'm purposely not being specific because I'm actually recording it into a coaching program that I'm working on. I'm just about halfway through it, and on this halfway module, I realized that there was something that God wanted to go deeper with me on, and I'm going to share it in that module. And hopefully one of these days, if you decide that you want to get some encouragement, understand a little bit more about the direction that God wants you to go through, that you'll go through this program. But for now, I just want to share with you that things are changing. God is doing amazing things. And as we choose to say yes to God, somebody that I have known for a few months now and had a few conversations with and has been very encouraging to me, said that to me recently. And it caused me to do a little bit more soul searching, looking deep inside of myself and realizing that, there's more inside of me that I can work through. There's more inside of me that wants to come out and be who I'm supposed to be. And today I just want to encourage you that despite all the things that are going on in the world, despite what's maybe going on in your life, everything may seem to be going the opposite direction. It's done that a lot for me, in my life. I've done a lot of different things that promised to be a positive outcome, but turned out to be completely the opposite. I don't know if you've ever experienced that or not, but the truth is that's not what makes who you are. That's not what defines who I am. What defines who you are and who I am is how we respond to that. Now, sometimes I get confused and my brain just locks down when I get confused. I don't know about you, but I'm like and I can't function. At least it's extremely difficult to function. Except for trying to find something that I enjoy doing so I can unlock myself. Sometimes that's what we need to do, is we need to stop and smell the roses. I know I've shared that before. But, if things are going wild, things seem to be going the opposite direction that you think they should be, you're right where you're supposed to be. What I would encourage you to do is stop for a minute, smell the roses, look inside of yourself, determine, and ask God. First ask God, then determine. Because He's going to speak to you. Well, ask God, wait for him to speak, and then determine. Because the most important thing is understanding what we were created for. There were two things, and I've said this before. The first thing is that we're here to bring glory to God. Okay, and the second thing is to be a part of what he's doing in this world. And Paul talks about all the different gifts, how we're all considered like a body. Each body, has a head, has a hand, has a chest, has feet, legs, all that stuff, has a nose and eyes and ears. And we fit somewhere in that body. And knowing where we fit in that body is going to help us to function and determine the direction we're supposed to go and the purpose that we have in life. I just want to encourage you to take some time in prayer, reading the scriptures, and determine what your gifts are. Because the gifts that God has given you, he's given them to you so that you could fulfill your purpose. Maybe, like those IQ tests, you can take a gift test. You probably have to go to church. If you've never been to church, you might want to think about it. But, you can determine what your gifts are. And by determining your gifts, you can see what God is showing you about who you are and who he wants you to become. I love you guys. Have a great day. Oh, and by the way, I'm over here in this little town called El Reno, Oklahoma, waiting to get a sign to load so I can move forward. And the goal is to get back home. I need to get back home for a minute so I can take care of some stuff. But I love you guys. Make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel and share this video with people you know that might be struggling, or they may not be struggling, but eventually one of these days, they're going to come up something that they're not going to understand. Just like you might be going through something right now, and like I've been going through something and found myself stuck. But if we continue to trust God and wait on him and pray and trust and read his word and count on him, he will come through. Have a great Monday.